Good Monday morning, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning. I hope that you had a great weekend. I love you. God loves you. And this morning, I am in John chapter 6, verses 16 through 21, which is a great set of verses to start out the week. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And when even was come, his disciples went down to the sea and entered into a ship and went over the sea towards Capernaum. And it was now dark, and Jesus was not come to them. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. So when they had rowed about 25 or 30 furlongs, they see Jesus walking on the sea, drawing nigh unto the ship. They were afraid. But he said unto them, It is I, be not afraid. Then they willingly received him into the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land whither they went. The reason I think this is such a great passage this morning is because as we go into this week, we have our things that we need to get into. We have our work that we need to get completed. We'll have our problems that arise. We'll have to come up with solutions and everything like that. But in the midst of our storms throughout this week, I think it's a great thing to remember that we can rely on Jesus. We can call on Jesus and God to help us through our trials, our tribulations this week. We can call on Him to help us in our problem solving and to find our solutions and find our peace. It says here that then they willingly received him into the ship, and immediately the ship was at land. And likewise, if we're having trouble finding solutions on our own, if we're having trouble completing the task on our own, we can take a breath. We can take a moment. We can say, Lord, please help me in this, or please guide my thoughts. Help me to complete whatever it is that I'm doing. And no matter what, we should be able to find that peace in that moment. Maybe we're trying to explain Jesus to someone, and we're trying to do it all on our own. And in doing so, we just fumble and we drop the ball, we mess up, but we can always call on God to help us to finish whatever it is that we're doing, and we can find that peace. It says, and immediately the ship was at land. So we may still be in the midst of our turmoil, we may still be in the midst of that storm, but we'll be at land, we'll be at that where we need to be. And so the idea that I find in here, the interpretation I get from it, what I understand from it, is that whenever we call on God and we let Him into our ship, we let Him in, guide what's going on, we let Him abide with us, and we walk with Him, we can be at peace, we can be where we need to be. Okay, so I hope you can take that and use that this morning. Whatever storm you're going through, whatever storm you have this week, just remember that you can take a moment, call on God, and remember that no matter what, He's got us. And no matter what life brings, whatever troubles we run into, whatever demons we face, we call on Jesus and we rely on Him, and we can find our peace and we can be at land. All right. So I hope that you have a great rest of your week. I love you. God loves you. We'll talk to you again soon.